Welcome back to the Vehicle Vlogcast, A Little Light in the Night. I want to speak with you during this time about it's time to move forward for real this time. I know several of you have been getting messages about moving forward, that you need to move, and you've actually done the preparation for moving for quite some time. And still, there's been no real forward momentum in terms of that coming into fruition. In fact, some of you may feel like you've been set back, even though you've been doing everything to prepare to the best of your knowledge and the best of your ability. What happens is we are often guided to do something in an act of faith, maybe in the beginning, and to start preparing for something that we believe is going to come into fruition. But sometimes there are other things that are lining up that are going to actually be better for us. But we had to work with the initial vision or so that God had given to us about what we were going to be doing, where we were going to be going, so to speak. But there's been something else that's been working. He's been working behind the scenes on something else that's going to be revealed to you. And so it's not that you were not hearing correctly in terms of moving forward. It's just that along the way, sometimes there was not the communication to you that you're still moving, but there's something else opening up. So a lot of you have been believing that maybe I didn't hear correctly, and this is just too much, and I've heard this before and nothing's happening. Is sometimes we have to get a bigger vision for what is going to be taking place. And a bigger vision doesn't necessarily mean that there's something bigger happening in terms of you're moving to a bigger house than the house you were going to be moving before. Expansiveness is more, I don't say vibrational, so to speak, but it is just, it's more aligned, all right? More aligned. So you want to be in sync with that. And that just means that the timing is now, that it is time for you to move forward. And some of you have probably been experiencing more so lately the discomforts of staying where you are, where before when you were preparing and you were doing things, that everything still seemed to be okay, but you still knew that you need to be moving forward. But now the intensity is just unbearable. And now you have to, and even though you may not see how it's all lining up, how the finances or resources are going to come in, for that. But this is the time where you do continue to put one foot in front of the other, and then you ask if the moving forward, the vision for moving forward, has it expanded? Has it evolved? Has something shifted so that you're not actually preparing to move in a certain direction that maybe you felt the guidance. You want to get clarity. You want to get accuracy in terms of what is the now plan for moving forward. So once you shift into this awareness and start asking empowering questions about what is the now plan for moving forward, then new revelation can reveal to you, insights can come to you about how to, yes, best prepare, but where you're going to be going now that maybe you didn't plan or anticipate. Or it could be that you are going to both places, or so there could be a multi-level type of relocation. I know exactly what that looks like. But it's tricky for people who are just used to one-dimensional relocations, where you just relocate here and then that's where you're going to be and you're going to set up shop. You could be in between two places, and God may be using you in a variety of different ways in different places, that you'll have to live in one place. You'll be living in two places, obviously not at the same time, but you will be sort of territorially occupying these places. So you just want to be open to see what is the new direction. That yes, he may be taking you to one place, and that is home base 1, and then there could be another place that's home base 2, and some could just be temporary things, and other parts of it could be permanent. But you just want to get clarity on what the new vision for moving forward is now, because it is time. But you have to move in accuracy. And that's the way that all of this is going to unlock for you. so that you know what you need to be doing during this time. So you may not have the clarity, but you have some clarity in terms of it's time to move. Work with that little bit of light. That's what this vlogcast is about. A little light in the night. It's when things are darkened in your life. Focus on the little bit of light, the awareness that you know enough about, and that will expand to you into more clarity. Things will become more illuminate for you to start moving forward. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. I know you've done a lot of work already. You've done a lot of preparation. But some of even what you were preparing to take with you may not be coming with you, at least not at this time. It may not be, but you still had to pack up for a reason. You still had to get rid of things for a reason. Just be sensitive in this time and take only what you need, only what is required. But check in and see, has something shifted about my forward movement, so you again can get right understanding in this season. Once you get present and you ask again these types of empowering questions, then you will receive the wisdom and the guidance, the clarity that you need in order for you to start making these steps forward. So again, trust in the little light that you're working with. Expand that, maximize it, and you'll get the answers that you need. And next thing you know, your path will be illuminated, and it will open up to you something far greater than you can ever imagine. Right. So I'm wishing you the absolute best as you become more illuminated in this world.